guys, welcome to your library at home. It's Elda, and we're going to continue our class from last night. So we've got about 2 minutes before we get started. So I'm just going to show you a couple things that we were working on last night. Let me know when you guys are watching. If you remember, yesterday was part 1, and we were making homemade paper. Hi, Maureen. Welcome to your library at home. Hi, Angela. Tonight we're going to do part 2 of homemade paper making, and I wanted to show you guys. So yesterday I showed you guys how to make your pulp and how to make the screens, and I like your art you sent me today. Thanks. Hi, Jean. So if you guys were watching yesterday, we made paper. I want to show you, I don't know how the glare is. I'm going to turn this down just a tiny bit so you guys can see. So here is some of the paper that we made. Can you guys see like the flower petals in there, or is the glare showing? So let me know if there's a glare. But here's some of the paper that we made yesterday. I wish you could see this because this one's actually a really pretty blue. Here is just a stack of all the paper that I'm going to use for stationery. These were the ones. Okay, hi guys, welcome to your library at home. Let me get you guys catched up if you missed yesterday, Jean. I'm going to turn the camera back up now real quickly, sorry. So yesterday we made homemade paper, and what I showed you guys yesterday was how to make the pulp, how to make the decal and the mold screening, which were these guys right here that we use. So if you're interested in learning how to make these, you can watch from yesterday. But since you asked really quickly, hi Melissa, I'm going to show you a really easier way to make paper. I had somebody ask, what if I don't have shredded paper? So I'm going to turn the camera down and I'm going to show you guys what I made real quickly. So this is what we did yesterday, and this is my paper soaking in warm water. Literally, you guys, this is toilet paper, and this has been soaking since about 6:45. Yesterday I showed you how to make pulp with shredded paper in the blender. Today I'm going to show you how to make pulp soaking, hi Natalie, toilet paper, believe it or not, in warm water. And you are just going to swish it around, and look at, you don't even need a blender. If you guys can see that it is just turning into pulp right now. Like literally it's been sitting for about 15 minutes. This actually makes super awesome paper. I know it feels really good though, you guys. Doing this is actually it's really therapeutic, just swishing it all around. So I'm just going to show you, Jean, yesterday, since you missed, you're going to take your decal, you're going to take your mold, you're going to stack it on top, and you're going to swish it into what is called your slurry, which is this. And can you guys see how, oh wait, I put my mold upside down. Oops. All right. I'm going to scoop this up. This bucket's a little small, but I didn't want to bring out the giant tub. So you swish it around in there just like that, and you just let all the water soak out. This is what we did yesterday. Okay, I am going to take the water away. Honestly, this is really, really awesome, this one. Take my mold off. Just putting it in between some felt. And yesterday I couldn't find my brayer, but today I have it. Literally just going to swish all the water out. I don't know if you can see this. It's really amazing. By the way, I got this. I was telling you guys yesterday at the craft show, the craft swap we had at the library. I've probably used about 15 things. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so you just do this back and forth a couple times. If you guys missed last night, like I said, this is what we worked on. I am taking my paper. Sometimes it doesn't come off on the first try. Oh, it did. You guys can't really see that. Can you see the paper? So I'm just going to keep going to absorb the water out. It was really hot and sunny. I put this outside. Again, today it dried in about 15 minutes. I'm not going to be able to peel this one off because I'm being impatient with it. But as you can see, here is my paper. I'm gonna hold it up for you guys. So can you see that? Isn't that cool? After the rain yesterday, all my a bunch of my geranium leaves fell off. So I literally picked them up and put that in the water. So here's a little baby one. I'm gonna show you the big ones that I made earlier because I think this is my favorite paper yet. I'm gonna flip this one over so you can see. All right, can you guys see that? It's got some jute string that I pulled apart in there, and my geranium leaves and some fern leaves. So this is literally made with toilet paper. All right, so once you guys make your sheets of paper, real quickly, let me show you what we made, what I made from the paper that we made yesterday. I'm gonna dry up this water. So like I said earlier when I signed on, here is a stack of, this is just gonna be stationery. So this is all the different kind of, I put a little bit of blue food coloring in this. Hi, Angie. I'm trying to find you. There's a couple that just, at first I was a little afraid to put the embellishments in there, and then I just started adding more and more, and it turned out really cool. So this is my paper from yesterday, and here's what I made from it, just to give you guys an idea. A cute little thank you card. Can you guys see that? I feel like there's, for me there's glare, so let me know if you cannot see that. There's a cute little note card. Birthday card I may be sending to somebody. Shout out to Maureen who's watching. Happy birthday, Maureen. Little birthday card. These are going to be gift tags. I'm just going to tie on some gifts, right to and from on them. For those of us who love to read, bookmarks. And this is probably one of my favorites. This is the first couple of weeks we're going to be making. All right, can you guys see that? Because there's a glare. Is that better? This is a little mini, couple weeks we're gonna be making smash books. You're welcome, happy birthday. So these are just the little pieces that I put in this little book. This is just gonna be, I might put pictures in here or just write down some fun little journal entries. Just sewed it together and here's my little book. Okay, better? Do you want me to hold the other stuff up here? I'll show you this one. I really like this birthday card. You guys see that? It's pretty simple. You can see the leaves on there. Okay. So those are just some ideas. This one I added on to some other, I think that's upside down, some other supplies that I had from my card making days. Just some ideas of what you can do with your handmade paper. So right now we are going to move on to making clay in bowls. So this is from the same pulp. This is my watermelon bowl. This is the mold I used. I made an orange bowl, my mold, a lemon, and kiwi, which I just had to put the little seeds in. I wasn't done quite painting that yet. So we are gonna make, I'm gonna show you guys how to make these today. And if you're not into fruit, you can always make, this is going to be just a little candy dish. I'm thinking of pop this in a little bag. Hi Myra, pop this in a little bag and it can be like a little gift thing. So yesterday I showed you how to make the pulp. This was actually the pulp we made yesterday. Now I just showed you guys how to do it with toilet paper. So same thing, this is your paper pulp. And yeah, it's kind of squishy and gross, but also fun. So now what you guys are gonna wanna do, cheapy dollar store little strainer. You're literally going to separate your pulp from your water. And yeah, it's gonna get messy for a minute. But like I said, it's actually kind of fun to play around with this and make this clay. I'm just gonna squish out as much of this water as I can. This one's got holes in it too, so it's draining the water. I don't know if you guys can see that. So you wanna go ahead and drain out as much of the water from this pulp as you can. So it kind of looks like oatmeal. And then I'm just gonna add the water back into that pulp. And then you wanna, fun part now, you're gonna add flour to it. It's kind of approximately 1 part pulp, 2 part flours, but you wanna do, you're making a clay now. So you wanna mix this all up. It's super squishy. It's kind of fun. Like I said, my hands felt really soft after I did this. Probably should not have my bracelet on. You just want to keep mixing it until you get a sticky clay, which I now have a sticky clay. Probably a little too sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one more little scoop. I'm gonna add a little more pulp to mine. All right, so you wanna just squish it around and like I said, until you've got a nice clay. This is gonna be really fun because I'm pretty sure I did not bring anything to wipe my hands off with. So once you get your clay, you're gonna wanna mold it into your cups, into your bowls. I'll show you how to do that. Then you're gonna air dry it, and you have to be super patient. It dried pretty quickly. You can be this messy. It's actually really fun, you guys. If you can't be this messy, then you're just gonna stick to paper and not clay, but you'll be missing out because these bowls are really fun. All right, so here's your clay. That's not too messy. Now, fun fact, this stays for about a week. Hi, Emma. Stays for about a week in the fridge. So here's the clay that I made last week, and I'm just gonna add this to my hands, so hopefully it'll absorb some of this super sticky stuff. Okay, so can you guys see that? It actually feels like clay. This is really great to do outside when it's warm, because everything dries really fast. I'm gonna rinse my hand off in this bucket of blue water down here, so my hands will now be blue. I'm gonna show you guys how to make your bowls. All right, I got most of it off. So now you want to do this on the inside of your bowl because this will shrink, and if you do it on the outside of your bowl, you will struggle to get it out. I'm gonna do this because I think this is a really fun shape. Literally just pop some saran wrap in your bowl. This one out of the way. And you're gonna take your clay and just mold it to your bowl. I don't know if you guys see that? And if you're really impatient, you actually can, I experimented, you can dry it in the microwave little bit by little bit. So I dried this one in the microwave, and it's kind of weird. It turned dark brown in there and brown here, but can you guys hear that? Like this is solid, like it's hard. And obviously the thicker you want your bowl, the more clay you use. I'm just flattening off the tops, but a couple of them I left rough, like my watermelon, which I'll show you in a second. But literally, it's all you do. Fill up your bowl. Now you just wait. And like I said, if you want to, I just kind of smooth it around to give it a nice well inside there. If you're impatient, I say microwave it 30 seconds at a time. If you're really, really impatient, you can do it in the oven, but you'd have to put it in. I didn't experiment. I would imagine you could try it with parchment paper. All right, so there's your bowl. Let that sit aside. Couple days if it's really hot and sunny out. I just realized this camera's really quick. Sorry guys. Hot and sunny out, let it go for a couple days. So here's the final product. You go 4 different sizes. Watermelon bowl. Obviously just paint it. I made an orange. Showed you guys in the beginning. A lemon. My lime, which these are pretty quick and easy to paint. I keep calling that a lime, but actually, you guys, it's supposed to be a kiwi, but my black paint doesn't want to open, so maybe we're just gonna have that be a lime. Paint it, it dries pretty quickly, dries pretty smooth. I missed a spot right there. I don't think you can use a blow dryer. Actually, we tried on this one because I set it in, I don't know if you guys can see that, in white paint, and it kind of made it a little soft. Like this one's a little soft, so I would do microwave for a few minutes. You can blow dry your paper, but that makes it kind of wavy, so then you have to flatten it once it's dry. And once, I wish I had a dry one sitting. Oh, here, let me show you. So the orange, just to give you guys an idea. You wanna know if you can use Sharpie on it? Should we try? Let me grab a Sharpie. Oh, you know what? It's too bumpy for Sharpie. I'll show you. I actually tried to do Sharpie on the inside of the watermelon, and I don't know if you guys can see this. It's super bumpy, which actually, I think this really looks like a watermelon. Like I said, look how hard these are. This is pretty amazing. But let's try Sharpie. Well, look, actually, you can. I'll do one. I'm gonna do a Sharpie seed right in the center. It's super bumpy there, but yep. There you have it. Yep, Sharpie works. If you don't mind coloring on bumpies. But to give you an idea, this one came out of this bowl. So as you can see, how much it, actually, you know what's funny, you guys, all right, to be honest, this one, I did on the top of this bowl. I'll show you how much it shrunk. And then this is how forgiving it is. It actually cracked right there, and I had to take more clay and push it back together right there. It shrunk so much on the outside, and I actually baked this one in the oven. It is perfect for summer, and they look really cute, don't they? I baked this one in the oven, now that I think about it, and I put oil on the bowl, and I didn't put any parchment paper or anything, and it shrunk and it wouldn't come, so I come off of it. So I had to pry it off, and then it cracked, and then I sealed it back together. And look, I actually think it looks good this way. So don't do it on the outside of the bowls, you guys, do it on the inside. So, there you guys have it. Fruit bowls made from paper clay. And like I said, if you guys didn't watch yesterday's, watch it, because making the paper pulp is really, really fun. And if you do not have a paper shredder or a blender that you want to devote to this project, I would totally use toilet paper. I'm sure everybody's got some that they bought a couple months ago that probably weren't what they really wanted. So little piece of that, and it goes a long way, and it makes super pretty paper. I'm trying to find you my favorite piece. All right, here's a really fun one. I'm gonna hold this up really close. Can you guys see this? Now this one I didn't pulp very much. So do you see all the, this might actually be a really fun bowl if you left these bigger pieces of paper in the clay. You'd have all sorts of little words, like book page words or something, around the outside of your bowl, and you could probably just Mod Podge that and not even have to paint it. So that's our project for today, but I wanted to share with you guys what we're doing next week. This one's gonna be really fun and easy. Be careful, okay. So a lot of us have candles that we buy that come in really awesome glass jugs, and then we don't know what to do with them. So next week I'm going to show you guys how to make these water candles. This is cilantro and lime. I didn't want to have to hold up all of them burning. This is my lemon and lime candle. And this is my orange and cinnamon candle. So if you guys have any jars from old candles, mason jars will work fine. If you have any old jars from old candles, grab them, old birthday candle wick and some vegetable oil, and next week I'll show you guys how to make candles. So thanks for watching, you guys. And oh, also, the drive up is now open at the library, and I'm pretty sure we've got some books on paper making. So if you guys are really interested in it, want to go a little further with it, check it out. I'm sure we have books for you guys. So anyways, have a good evening. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.